This is kind of a specific point, but that kind of really annoys me. When I hear someone, like usually either Korean people learning English or foreigners learning Korean, and they're like, I don't understand, I've been watching so many TV shows in my target language, but I've hit a plateau. Like usually those people are kind of like intermediate level. Then I ask one question, I'm like a doctor diagnosing their problem. What is the language of the subtitles you watch them in? And they're always like, oh, it's my native language. And then I'm just like facepalm. When you start hitting the intermediate level, you should absolutely watch TV shows with the subtitles in your target language. From level 0 to intermediate, of course you cannot watch subtitles with the target language, it will be way too hard. But starting from intermediate level, you have enough vocabulary and understanding of the language that you can understand at least 40% of subtitles in the target language. And you're gonna say 40% is not a lot. Well, it is a start. If it's really hard, let's say the TV show episode is like 15 minutes. Out of 15 minutes, you're gonna take 10 minutes of watching that with the subtitles in the target language. And every time there's a word you don't know, you're gonna pause, you're gonna look up the word, and you're gonna write it down somewhere. When you just learn vocabulary from a textbook, you don't have motivation to remember it. You're just like, oh, it's just another word out of the 1,000 words I've already been trying to like force down my brain. But here, when you're learning vocabulary through like a piece of media, the good thing is, first of all, you have context, and memory is based also on context. When you just try to memorize from a textbook, there is no context to when you're learning. The information is really hard to remember. But if you have actual context, like the TV show, like the scene, the characters, the voices, it's a lot of like small information for your brain that will make remembering the vocabulary a lot easier. And also your brain really has motivation to remember the word, so that next time the word appears in the TV show, you won't have to pause and like disturb your watching experience. For speaking, it is important to just do it. I know it's kind of like when someone has depression and you're like, just get over it. But seriously, I mean, I know, for example, French people are kind of judgmental when they see a foreigner speak their language. I apologize for that. But in the case of learning Korean people are so happy to see a foreigner learn their language. They will never judge you if you make a mistake. So you really shouldn't be scared of speaking Korean and making mistakes. Like, I've made a bajillion mistakes in Korean. Like, I've said so many things that didn't make any sense. And the more you do it, the easier it will become to you to practice and speak the language. There's a lot of things you can do to practice speaking and writing and expressing yourself in that language without anyone around you. The first thing is, when you want to practice your accent, you can do something that's called shadowing. So basically, you would just watch like a TV show and you put the subtitles in the target language, as I said before. And then one character says one line, you pause, and then you repeat the line and you try to match the accent as much as possible. This is a good way to improve your accent. And then when you feel a bit more confident with your reading skills, what you can do is you take an article, a news article, or just a webtoon, or like anything that's written in the target language, and you just like try to read everything out loud, and you will see it is really good practice for your accent and pronunciation.